Now, building something with your family can be the stuff that dreams are made of, but when that build is an out-of-the-world conversion, well, that can create memories that can last a lifetime. One such family are about to embark on an incredible adventure that they hope will blow every single Amazing Spaces project out of the water.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
The kids, they're in the water once a week. All summer long, we're out canoeing, swimming. They love the water. Look at the heron over there, guys. Look, 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 look.
Guys, look.
Bring your binoculars.
Oh,
I forgot the blooming binoculars.
Oh, I don't believe
They're in the
it.
Jeep, I know. This land is special because my dad bought it a year before he died. I grew up on the water, you know, with my dad, so I want to pass that on to them, you know.
Ollie's ready to invest time and money in an upgrade. He wants something more fun for the family, and after trawling online auction sites, Ollie thinks he's found the perfect solution. A 25-foot, 10-ton decommissioned free-fall lifeboat.
Every time the children saw a picture of it, it was a submarine to them.
Yeah.
So
when we were towing it home from Cork and we stopped at the filling stations, everyone thought it was a submarine. So why don't we just roll with that, paint it yellow?
Ollie's entirely land-based sub will have enough sleeping space for the family, with a double bed and bunks. 8 portholes along the sides of the submarine will flood the space with light. A tail extension formed from giant steel rings will create an additional cooking and dining area, as well as giving the submarine its iconic shape. All this for a total budget of just €5,000. And Ollie's eye for a deal is already paying off.
I paid $2,500 for the lifeboat itself. I was fortunate enough that the engine that came out had less than 100 hours on it. So I got $2,500 for the engine, so the boat was for free. If we can pull it off and get it finished, get it down by the river, I can just picture myself sitting there outside it on a deck chair, with my rod cast out into the water and the fishing line tied around my toe, and I'd be just sitting there thinking of my dad. So that's it.
Oliver and Clodagh's submarine conversion is looking distinctly more yellow.
You can be doing the rolling and I'll do the cutting in. The biggest thing, I suppose, is the yellow paint. That's transformed it, really. It looks like a yellow submarine now. It doesn't look like a boat anymore. That's it. There's 20 litres gone on the main body, and we've yet to do the tail section. It's the most transformative thing we've done so far, is the paint job. It definitely needs the second coat.
it's so much richer here than...
You can spot the difference quite...
Completely.
Completely spot the difference, you know.
It's not just the paint job that's been taking up Ollie's time. After a bumpy start, he's managed to get the new tail section welded. And the sleeping quarters are even getting close to receiving their first guests.
Lift your end up in the air a bit, Jerry.
The bunks are actually repurposed truck driver beds that you find in an HGV lorry.
What do you think? Do you think would we all be able to sleep down by the river in this, would we?
Yeah.
Yeah? We get the next bunks up there, next one up here. Like it's gonna be...
And to make sure his interior finally sees the light of day, Ollie has also devised an ingenious recycling solution when it comes to the porthole windows.
These are from washing machine doors. So if I were to buy these, if I was to get brass, proper porthole windows made, you're talking hundreds, like, you know, I don't know, 300 or 400 a piece. So, free to a good home.
But before the washing machine windows can be fitted, the last remaining porthole has to be cut through the 10-centimetre thick hull.
It's tough stuff. Now, here we go. Wow. Yeah, they look great, don't they? Yeah. I think it came straight out of a submarine factory, wouldn't you?
Now, I've seen many weird and wonderful projects on Amazing Spaces over the years, but I've never seen a bright yellow submarine before. Something tells me that this one is going to be very special. Good morning.
Hey, George.
This is
how
the
are
most
you?
beautiful spot ever.
Thank you. Thank
Gorgeous,
you.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And what a beautiful yellow submarine that is.
It sure is.
Quite surreal to come walking down the lane and see this sitting here.
You don't expect to see a yellow submarine, do you?
It's brilliant. Are you pleased with it?
It's come together finally at last, yeah. It was a push the last few days, but we got it done. I'm relieved.
Claudia, what do you think?
I think it's huge, but absolutely he pulled it out of the bag.
We didn't realise how big it was until we hitched it on the tractor and I pulled it out into the yard and I goes, whoa.
Oh,
I didn't realise it was so big.
I'm loving the artwork on the outside. Now, I've noticed the octopus has got a pint of Guinness.
Yes, well
you're
observed.
in Ireland now, so he's saying cheers to you, George.
I mean, that is brilliant. I was expecting there to be 8 pints, though.
He might have 8 tentacles, but he's only got one mouth.
That's very true. I have to say, it looks amazing. Can we go inside and have a look?
Yeah,
Come on,
After
let's
you.
go. Let's go.
Oh, my God. It's so good. What an extension this is. The new conical kitchen pod is awesome. Its claustrophobia-free layout manages to fit in a cooker, a sink, storage, and a seating area. So it sleeps 4 plus 2 adults at the back.
Yeah, full-size double bed.
Look at all the headroom you've got. Tons of room. And you've even got a periscope in, look at that.
You can't have a submarine without a periscope.
And it works. That's brilliant, that. Looking out over the land, I'm struck by how much light floods into the submarine cabin. But there's one other shining light that inspired this build. And there's a shot of the man himself, your dad.
Yeah, yeah.
Cracking picture, that, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. He's the captain.
Do you know what? It's a lovely, lovely homage to him, isn't it? Lovely little nod to your dad. He'd be proud as punch. It's fantastic. I think Ollie has created a truly unique and characterful getaway that's in a league all of its own. But what do the youngest members of the family think? How cool is that?
I think it's crazy.
Say that again and speak up a little bit.
I think it's crazy.
Crazy.
You'll be the most popular people ever for sleepovers. Claudia, what do you think of it?
It's like a dream come true to be able to come down the road, practically our back garden, to something so amazing, to be able to stay a night.
Or
we
two.
can sit or 2.
I love that. You're like, we can come down for a night and the kids, or
2.
or maybe 3.
I have a feeling I'm going to end up in the house on my own.
We'll all be
Ollie and the
down
children I'll visit now and again.
we'll all be down here together. We'll all
No,
spend time
you
down here
couldn't ask
together.
for anything better to come down to.
So your budget was 5,000.
Yeah, that was 5 grand done. That's what I was thinking.
What have you spent?
We're in around about 8.5.
And how do you feel about that?
I'm happy. When I look at what we have, I think it's worth 3 or 4 times that.
It's a steal.
Yeah.
Really, really well
Thank you.
done.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Thank
It's
you.
so good.